Has anything exciting happened lately?
Not long ago, the city guards turned the entire harbor district upside down. They were searching for stolen property. There've been plenty of thefts here lately, especially in the better quarters. They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for everything.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for.
Really, how interesting.
You said that you've got what I need. Does that include information?
But of course, what is it you want to know?
He simply talks too much.
Are there any other traders here at the harbor?
If you keep to the left at the quay, you'll find Halvor, my husband. He sells fish. On the other side, there's Brahim, the cartographer.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Do you know anyone from the upper quarter?
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing here, my boy.
Really, how interesting.
What interesting things are there to see around the harbor?
Well, if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Cardiff's Inn at the quay. There's always something brewing there. You can hardly miss it. The guy standing by the entrance there will certainly draw your attention to it. Besides that, there's the large ship of the Paladins, the King's stately war galley. That one's really worth seeing. You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under the high rock face.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Has anything exciting happened lately?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago. A thief ran by here. He must have stolen a bow in the lower part of the city. Of course, the militia came here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor, and he was gone.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
All right, you win. What do you want?
The wrong people.
I agree with you.
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come in here. We take care of things ourselves.
He never would have
How's
thought
the
of that
shipping
himself.
traffic?
The only ship that's come here recently is the Paladin ship. It's over there behind the rocky ridge to the southwest.
That's totally obvious.
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions.
Who said that?
Especially not if they're strangers.
You listen to the wrong people.
It's going to get even worse.
That's totally obvious.
That's not what I heard.
There's nothing you can do about it.
That bastard tried to kill me.
Hey, how could that be my fault? All I did was pass on some information. If anyone is determined to step on your toes, I guess he'll have his reasons.
Do you really think?
Give me something to drink.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
That will only cause more trouble.
Do you really believe that?
That's terrible.
Some problem solved.
I need information. What did the guy look like?
Well, rather tall, dark-skinned and strong, but no uniform. Somehow menacing.
And his face?
His face? When he looked at me, I was glad that it wasn't me he had come for. There was something scary in his eyes. Anyway, I think you should go see him. This is bound to be interesting.
Yeah, the question is, for whom?
I'd have gone about it differently.
Someone's got to do the work.
Some problem solve themselves. I never knew that.
Will it ever change?
Those are all just rumors.
These are bad times.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
Interesting. That's not what my husband thinks.
Show me your fish. I think this piece of paper belongs to you.
What? Let me see.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Okay, let's stay calm about this. Listen, I have resold the goods I got from the bandits. But there's no reason to take this straight to the militia, right? I'm sure we can come to an understanding, can't we?
Really? How interesting.
Make me an offer then.
All right, I'll tell you something. I can sell you more than just fish. If you hand me this ridiculous piece of paper and forget about the matter, you and I can become the best of trading partners.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Oh, really? What kind of goods would those be?
Well, I could offer you quite special fish. You see, not just plain ones for eating.
You mean like the one that contained your hidden message?
These are bad times.
You've got it. I have several of those fish.
Looks like it's the slammer for you.
No, wait. You can't do that. After all, I'm nothing but, you know, small fry.
You should have thought of that sooner. Now I'm going to report you to Lord Andre.
You'll regret this.
Someone's gonna do the work.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
What can you tell me about the city?
Most citizens in this town are afraid of thieves. Therefore, it's not a good idea to enter strange houses. But if you're looking for a place to stay overnight, you're welcome to sleep in my hut. There's an extra bed that you can have.
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing that I ever owned has already been taken. Oh, someone stole my statue of Enos.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Hey, you!
What led you into this poor area? What are you looking for here?
I've lost my way.
Then watch out that you aren't robbed. It would seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal stuff from the rich people. The city guard recently turned the harbor district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
What do you know about the thieves?
Nothing. But all the citizens are scared and have become distrustful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses. No one takes kindly to that. Yeah, you gotta protect yourself against thieves. A sturdy cudgel works best.
Can you teach me anything?
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing iron parts. But I don't know enough about forging weapons to be able to instruct you. If you want to learn that, go see Harad. He sure knows how to forge weapons. But if you want to train your muscles a bit, well, I can help you with that.
How much do you charge for the training?
50 gold pieces, and I'll help you to become stronger.
He had better show up. And it's going to get even worse. So tell this to me.
Do you really believe that?
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
I'm no better off.
Have we met before?
Man, don't you remember me? I used to hang around in the new camp. The list for the mine. Man, we had a lot of fun. Do you remember Lee?
That's nothing new.
Lee?
You've been through a lot, huh? Lee was leader of the mercenaries in the new camp. I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us. Why did you come to the city?
Will it ever change?
I must talk to the paladins by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
I'll find a way somehow.
Sure, if you want to ingratiate yourself with the citizens or play errand boy for the militia.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Do I have a choice?
If I were you, I'd go to Onar's farm and talk to Lee. I'm sure we'll find a way to get you into the upper end of town.
Some problem solved.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far.
That doesn't surprise me.
If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining them.
You already know what I think.
That doesn't surprise me.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
I'm not telling you anything new.
How do I find the landowner's farm?
I can take you there if you want. I've hung around here too long anyway.
Obvious all along.
There's usually no militia here in the harbor, but I can't risk one of them getting suspicious.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Do you know why the paladins are here?
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another reason. It probably has something to do with the old penal colony.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, if you want. I'll help you become more dexterous.
You know what I think.
Will it ever change?
There've been all kinds of rumors.
It's really not my problem.
Nothing's ever gonna
What are you
change.
doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Will it ever change?
Show me your maps.
Those are all just rumors.
I'm not telling
Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
That's exactly what I said.
I never knew that.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Do you really think?
I'd have gone about it differently.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the Harbor District. Home sweet home.
You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do.
Inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord.
Don't
stop
that's
now.
the ticket.
Don't
Atta
stop
boy.
now.
Finish
him.
Atta boy. What you waiting for? Atta boy. What you waiting for?
Not bad.
Ah, my head. Oh, man. You packed quite a punch. Here's your 100 gold pieces. You've earned them. And one more thing. No one talks about what goes on behind the warehouse. The militia puts everyone who does the slightest thing here behind bars. And those boys don't like to see betting on fights.
Can you train me?
I keep my word. I'll teach you everything I know, provided you have the necessary experience.
Train me as a sword fighter.
You're no longer a beginner.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following
Hey, you! How are things with the orcs?
No reason to worry. We in the city guard and the paladins have everything under control. Go home and let us do our work. We're watching over the town and its citizens. Oh.
Would you like another beer?
There's nothing better than a cool ale.
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh, yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Would you like another beer?
Well, I won't say no to a decent pint.
They've even spotted an orc outside of town.
Yeah, right. The dangerous orc outside the city. A real monster of an orc. Well, he's bound to attack the city soon. Listen, we'll kick that fat orc in his fat ass if he comes too close to the city. Got it?
I see. Would you like another beer?
A tasty bitter ale is absolutely the best. You know, you don't often meet someone who'll treat you to a beer. You're all right.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
Alrik says you got his sword.
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you... so what? Here, take it. After all, you did help me get my gold back.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Halvor is a fence. He sells the goods that the bandits steal from the merchants.
So he's behind it. My men will lock him up at once. I don't think he'll create any difficulties. I shall give you your bounty now.
Everybody knows by now.
Hey! I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town?
Yes?
Don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I've got your sword.
Ah, that's much better than fighting with an old stick.
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do. Give it your all. Hit him.
Stop now!
Hit him.
Stop now!
Stop
now! Finish him! That hit the spot.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself accordingly. Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat.
You pack quite a punch. Here's your 100 gold pieces. You've earned them.